Hi team. Uh, what I've made tonight is a little bit of a video so that we can all get on the same page with that contact lens care agreement being produced by the Sign Now application. Sherry and I were able to do a couple of them on Saturday, and as we're running out of our paper form and the system seems to work very well, I've created this video to get us all up to speed together. And then from that, we'll most likely make some improvements in the system as we figure out just exactly what it can do for us and, more importantly, our guest experience. So I'm going to click on the Sign Now application on the iPad. And one of the things that confuses me just a little bit is this little button up here in the left-hand corner. That's just a toggle. It gets you over to that sidebar. There are 4 folders in this application: the documents, the archives, the templates, and the team templates. We, quite frankly, are only going to be in 2 of those folders, which is the documents and the team templates most of the time. But if you get a little disorientated, I guess this little toggle will kind of get you around there. Right now I actually have a sample document here, and I'm just going to delete it because we don't need that one right now. And I'm going to get out of there. So let's go into our team templates. You guys all know these forms. You've seen them in the last couple days, but we're going to concentrate on our contact lens agreement. I'm going to walk you through a care agreement by clicking Sign. Now you're going to do several hundred of these in the course of the year on the iPad, but don't fail to forget this is pretty cool to your patients. You can kind of click through this welcome screen and kind of show them the neat technology that you're using at Target Optical to take care of them. When you're ready, you just push the ready button. I don't really think you need to be guided through this, and I'm going to move this over to help with the screen resolution just a little bit. There we go. Obviously, patients are either kind of experienced or first-time wearers. We always need to make sure that when we see a patient, we bring them up to speed. But for the sake of this demo, we'll just say they're a new patient. Just click on that button. There's a couple things we always tell our patients about removing their contact lenses. If their eyes hurt or anything, we'll go over that. We'll click that box when we do that presentation with them. For a new patient, again, they need to acknowledge that they're going to build up their wearing time. Let's just say, for the sake of this demo, we're going to have them wear their lenses for 6 hours that first day. You're going to add a couple hours every day after that, and they're going to kind of stop at 16 hours before they see the doctor again. Again, all these fields are text fields. If you need to type in something other than that's not in the drop-down box, you can do that through the keyboard. We're going to have the patient remove their lenses every day. We're going to have them throw them away every month. Revitalens is the solution we're training them in. They're supposed to follow the instructions. Very important from a medical legal point of view, something that we kind of forget about is we have to document that we actually gave the patient the sample of the solution. Next, when are we going to see that patient back? Or let's just say we're going to see him in 7 to 10 days. Again, on the form, you can type in any comments. I've created all these text fields so that you can put in whatever comments you need to. If you need to ramp somebody up a little faster in wearing schedule or slow them down, you can have the flexibility to talk to Sherry or I, or whatever we need to put on the form, we can. One thing down here is the little window that says parent or patient signature. We need to have whoever is going to be legally responsible here for this patient's care to sign there. So if they're over 18, of course, it's themselves. If it's a parent or guardian, we need their name in. So I'm just going to say that this is a adult, John Smith. We can just correct that pretty quickly. The date fills in just by pushing the button. Today's date comes up automatically. And then the last button for the staff is just who did the training. Everyone's name's there. So you can review the sheet, make sure it's okay, fix any mistakes if you need to. Then you just push the signature box there, and the patient just signs their name. Pretty cool. The sheet's complete. Up in the upper right-hand corner, you just simply click the check mark. Now, automatically, this care agreement will be emailed to the provider to be put into EHR. But what we need to happen next is we don't want to print stuff. We're going to send it to John at smithmail.com. Again, we want our patients to feel comfortable sharing their email address with us and putting it in, and this is one reason why they do that. So let's put in the patient's email there. Again, when you're done, push the check mark. Very important to this step, save this document as. We don't want to save it as a care agreement. We want to save it as a care agreement with John Smith's name on it. That way, when I go to find this document and put it into EHR, I have the patient's name on it and a timestamp, so I'll know what day and to who that is. I doubt I'll ever see two patients with the exact same name, but again, we need to make sure that I can find it and get it into their EHR file. At this point, we really have a lot of redundancy here. We have an email copy being mailed to the patient, an email copy being mailed to the doctor, and one being stored on the iPad. As much as it would be nice to put in Dropbox, I just think you've got better things to do with your time and energy. So at this point, we're totally done. If the patient's got an email, there's not a single thing you have to do. Complete, move on with your day. Now, let's just say the patient didn't have an email address and they need a printed copy of this. Well, that's pretty simple. You just click on that document, you slide on over, you click on the print icon. In the office, the printer will actually come up as the one by the equipment in the back there with the autorefractor. Just push the print button and a hard copy will be produced. And we're done. If I need to go back, and I can always find the care agreement on the iPad, or I can check my email. But there's no reason for you to take this time to put it in Dropbox. That's just a redundancy we don't need. So at this point, I'd invite you to go ahead and practice a couple care agreements on your own when you feel comfortable, or when we run out of the physical hard copies that are still left in the office, we'll have to go to this Sign Now application. Had any concerns, let Sherry and I know. And again, as we move forward, everything here can be modified. Just let us know if you see anything that can be improved that's a time saver or that improves the guest experience. Thanks much for your attention, and I hope you enjoy the new technology.